In my early days as a self-employed freelance photographer, videographer, content creator, I would get super confused anytime I would get an inbound request or an email asking me what I charge. So in this video, if you're a content creator, if you're a videographer, if you're a photographer, I'm gonna give you the #1 piece of advice that I learned that helped me to get over that fear or helped me to figure out how to properly quote someone when they ask the question, what do you charge? So hopefully this helps you as you enter into your paid photographer, videographer, content creator journey. So here is the typical scenario. You are in your email inbox and you get a request from a brand or from a business. Let's say in this case, it is a lawn care business and they want you to make some content for their social media account. Maybe they even want a horizontal video as well that they can use on their website. So they say 1 horizontal video and some social content. What is your price? And you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, well, you know, I did a video last year for that pet company and I charged them like $1,500. And then I did that other shoot for that, that muffin cooking baking company and I charged them like $2,000. So do I charge them like $1,000? Do I charge them $2,000? But it's social content, but it's also horizontal video, but I can shoot it all in one and then I can maybe like chop it up. And do I need to bring 1 camera? Do I need 2 cameras? Do I need an actor? Do I need a microphone to interview them? Am I shooting it at their house? Am I doing it out? There are all these questions that you don't have an answer to. And so you want to give them a price back, but you're like, I might overquote. Like I don't want to overquote them and say like $10,000 and that scares them because that's too much. But I don't want to say $1,000 because it sounds like a lot of work and maybe I'm cutting myself short and I could actually probably make more. So there are 2 strategies that I use in this case. The first is I need to find out more. I need to ask them for more details. All those crazy criteria that you all of a sudden populated in your head, like do I need more cameras, do I need more people? Those are things that you need to ask that person. So you can go to their inbox and start asking them some of those questions that you need the answer to. But also that can kind of be overwhelming for maybe a lawn care business who doesn't know anything about social content or about posting videos online. So strategy number 2 is you can ask them, well, what's your budget? And that may come as a surprise, but yes, you can kind of Uno reverse people and ask them, well, what do you actually want to spend? Because either you need to ask them all those questions that will help you answer what does this budget need to be, but if they don't know, then you're kind of doing a bunch of like early pre-production work for them where you're sorting out all those details. Now that is a separate service that you can do, but in this case, because let's just assume we're dealing with small businesses and content creation, we're gonna make some base assumptions and we'll flip the script on them and say, well, what do you actually want to pay? But that might also be a little bit scary because it's too open-ended. Like you don't want them to come back and say, well, I only had $500. And then you kind of screwed yourself and now you've wasted all this communication. So the middle of the ground, middle of the road option that I've now started to use is when someone comes to me, I will tell them, here is what it could be. And here is what it could be. Meaning I could charge you a less rate for this photo job, for this content creation, but I could also charge you a lot and I could hire friends. Oh, I think my stomach I think I need to eat some food. Did you hear that? Did that get picked up? But I could also hire friends and a crew and bring lighting and get a whole van of equipment. And now all of a sudden this is a $100,000 video production for your lawn care company. Well, that's probably not what we need in this case, but you can give them a reasonable range of options. That is, well, here's the basic thing. I can come for the day. I can charge you $800 for a half-day shoot and a bunch of photo content, video content that I'll edit and deliver the next day. Simple, done. Now you have content to post. I could maybe charge a couple $1,000s and do you a whole month's worth of content. Or maybe I could do the $100,000 mega super video shoot that's gonna be shown as a pre-roll ad on Netflix or something crazy like that. Bringing this all back together and trying to sort out how you can charge more this coming year, or how anyone in any business, whether it's content creation or as a photographer or as a videographer, how you can charge more is really just getting clarity on those things that you are confused about. Speaking from the experience that I'm having kind of right now is as I do my YouTube journey, as I do my content creation journey, I probably get like a dozen plus emails a day that are people who either want to send products, who want to have videos done. Sometimes it's a video for YouTube, sometimes it's dedicated, sometimes it's an integration, sometimes it's for TikTok, sometimes it's for Instagram Reels, sometimes it's all of them. And I get a lot of inbound requests that don't specify what they want. Is it for one platform? Is it for the other? And so immediately for myself, I have to get that clarity, and this applies to content creation, this applies to photography. You need to get that clarity on like, what is this thing for? And so again, it is naturally okay to feel confused when someone asks you how much to charge. It's very natural to feel overwhelmed, but it's also important to have in your back pocket a base understanding for yourself of what you would like to charge. So when I talk about having that lower rate maybe, and then maybe that medium rate, or even that higher rate, or maybe let's just go with 2 rates, because that's a good thing to provide. Knowing in your back pocket, you know, at the basic minimum, here's what I can do, and at the maximum, here's what I can do. And if you tell that person, if you tell that brand, if you tell that company, here's what I can do for you, now they have an understanding of, oh, okay, I see the level of production that he can offer. Because let's be honest, we're not all gonna be doing headshot photo sessions for $100. We're not gonna be doing super, super cheap, but we're probably not all doing $500,000 car commercials that are gonna be featured on TV in front of an NFL game. So when you have that rate, it really helps set the expectation from the client, from the brand, from the person who is asking you for whatever type of photo, video, content creation job they are asking you for. So just a quick one today, because I know a lot of us are getting into starting our photography businesses this year or starting into content creation. Don't be scared about pricing things. Just know this is what you want to charge. This is the range of what I would charge, and have those conversations, get that clarity with the brand or with the person or with the company that you're talking to. And until the next one, grab your camera, grab whatever it is that you're shooting on, and go shoot photos. Ow, I just bonked my head off the microphone.